Alright, so I did a bit so that we didn't have to wait quite as long while I got stuff set up. I set up a lot of accumulators to store power. Like a lot. Set up a sorting system. It's kind of sloppy. Hold on. Why are you idle again? Where are you idle? Navis, go to Cloud. Pop back over to Gleb and see if we're still working. We are almost done with carbon fiber. It's still not quite as automated as I like that. As automated as I would like it to be. And I definitely need to start doing something for defense here. But it might be a little bit too late for that. I mean, other than the handful of laser towers I have. Hold on, let's see this work. And let the scrap process more anyway. Cloud. It won't launch because it's not full, and that's the problem we're running into. So I have to keep an eye on that constantly. I don't know. Is that how we fix that? How have I missed that this long? But it's fine. Back to fulgora. So, I've been using our extra cement to pave it up a bit. Just close the map. Got our accumulators here. I've got a whole bunch down here. I've got a sorting system. As soon as it's full, it pushes it all the way through and back into the recyclers. Got a couple of logic systems so that I can start producing the helium plate. But it's not going to pull so much that it empties out my stock so that I don't know what's where. And those are hopefully all going here. And I don't know what they will break down into if they start breaking down. I don't know how many I'm going to need. But we're melting ice into water, piping the water into a chem plant, along with stone and the new ore, making liquid and then processing it. And I also covered the entire island. So I have almost full coverage of everything for power. I'm trying to run that out so that I can move stuff around a little bit, but my next step is going to be oil processing. Switch that to all messages. I'm not quite sure. Oh yeah. Oil processing because I want to start doing more robots. Like Spike? Hello? You should be at Navis now. Why are you not dropping it? I'm gonna have to manually do everything. Nope, that's that gleb still. Okay. It's fine. It's just one extra rocket, right? weird. This is supposed to be a request chest, right? I think I have one more, I should have one more. Yeah, but they're in the wrong spot. And I don't have any more chests to put them in, so I messed that up, so I can't automate and build things from here. Yet. Or at all. I wonder. There's probably a workaround somewhere so that I can start expanding and fixing this. Problems for another day. Explorer. You are... No. Lab. Automatic from space platform. Requests from Gleb. Not enough to fill one rocket. I don't care. It needs to launch anyway because this stuff spoils. Why are you not... transferring into the rocket? Okay. That's odd. Gotta wait for all of this to transfer. I should have made a bulk inserter. I gotta wait for this. Fiber. A lot, actually. I would love to just build my own science stuff down here. But my production rates and the fact that I can't actually... Why are you not outputting? That's... not cool. I guess it's because it was full. The whole belt's full. You are ready to launch. You are almost ready to go. I'll send you even without. Do I have this backwards? No. You have enough. Go. Alright. So our next big step is going to be producing lube, I think. We also unlocked these. Electromagnetic plant. Refined concrete. I'm going to have to start working on everything else I get for free. So fun noises in the background. Chem plant. I'm gonna have to handcraft some pipes. circuits, iron gears. And steel, right? 38? We don't need 38. Refined concrete. Well, I'm making refined concrete at probably up in here somewhere. Where at though? Walls. Bring some trees down. Requires water, iron stick, and steel plates. Ew. It's okay, we have water. That's easy enough. A whole bunch of these, I feel like. Grab one. Grab one. Sticks. Right? No, steel. Concrete. Blue arm. Two blue arms. So I need an output, right? Door empty. Perfect. I should be making the concrete that I need. I would like the robots to go back and forth between our sorting line. It's gonna be a long time before we start getting plastic with how many batteries that get stacked up. I could logic it. I don't think I'm ever gonna need 50,000 batteries. But it could be wrong. Oil, that's right. Heavy oil goes down into, just straight into lube. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna leave us some space. Let's go this way with it. Storage tank for it. Now we're making lube. So what else would we absolutely need for this? We're gonna need trains eventually too. That's a lot of refined concrete. Ugh. I think trains are the only way to get between islands. And I really want to see what that does. Robots. I don't need to worry about batteries, but I do need to make engines. And to make the engines, I will need a handful of these. Just slap that right there. You can take the excess off. Engines. Perfect. We don't need to feed it. You take pipes. I'm gonna have to make the pipes there it is. Whitelist, gears. Should have enough coming through so that won't be a problem. Carbon fiber. Where are you? Pipes. Steel plates. I shouldn't have steel plates coming through here. That's why I need the robots. I'm gonna have to pipe everything. Set a limit to these two, aren't I? We cancel that. What do we need for these? A bunch of gears. We have a bunch of gears. We have so many gears. And underground belts. Need to automate this too. But we're not getting a lot of plates. Need 5 of them? Already have enough. Get out of here. Those in the trash slots. Gears. Of course, I need one more. Okay. Gotta get steel on him too. This is weird. Let's see how well this works. Temporarily, of course. Take care of the engines. Batteries. Just handcraft these. And then we combine them with flying robot frames. And copper. What do I need for you? Chests. Yeah, no. None of it's gonna be hooked up. How many of those am I gonna need? A lot. the island, but having it here? Come on. Just blocking me. Oh, me. And that leaves this entire section. I'm gonna move my factories into the zones that they need to be in. Why are you not crafting? Oh, duh. This needs steel, not this. I've made a mistake. We'll fix it by being ridiculous. A little underground. I'm sure that's only filtering in steel. It's working. We're gonna have robots soon. Let me make another steel. I hate that these are gonna be off-centered like that. But I guess it's fine. I don't want to build on top of. You need the scrap I'm going to be collecting. Slap you down here. You need green circuits. You have lube. No, you don't. Now you have lube. Green circuits. Logic robots first. Needs flying robot frame, which is here. Batteries, electric units. There. Woohoo! Now, let's do one of these. Say, put you right here. Robot frames. Quest chest. I'm gonna request batteries, greens. I think we only need like one or two at a time in the box, right? Steel. It's gonna be a lot of back and forth for my robots. What's the last one? Battery. No, not 201. The one logic robot we have. We're going to feed that into another one of these. Pick that up in a second. Actually, if we long arm it, no, that's right. And short arm from another request. Then slap that down. And say logic robots for now. Red circuits. And output these into a box. How many of those do I want to start with? We'll stop it at 10. We'll go 12. That way it will stop eating all of our resources. Let's go enable if it's less than 12. That's 13. And once that's done, we'll shut all of that down. And then we'll do this and fix it. Superfighter there. Quest there. Quest steel. Concrete. And the last one was water, right? Nice. Do it here. jumping crap. Alright, we're empty. More scrap. Okay, so what's next then? Ouch. Oh, let's take these. And 150 of these. A bajillion of those. What am I missing? Nothing. Oh, it has to be made in an assembler. Almost a glab. And on glab we have another 400. What if I increase the amount I was processing so it filled up faster? Plastic. How did... It's fine. Where's my factory's gonna be built up somewhere. Let's put it down here. You... pipes. And output into one of these. You request steel. Or iron plates, duh. I don't think 100. They could be busy stocking that up forever. Just gonna provide. And then you. Actually, yeah, we'll keep that just in case I need to request it somewhere else. Engines, which are here. You'll request gears and steel as well. Cram them in here. And you stop at than 500. I've learned robots, now I can't stop playing with them. Quest. Engines. One at a time, I suppose. And green circuits. Let's go 50. We've got green circuits. And what are you missing? Nothing, you're just not outputting. There we go. I'm gonna do the same thing for you. Engines at engines. Stop when we have. Perfect. I could just copy paste that and build more if I need to. Request. Ah. This heat and humidity is really wrecking my lungs today. Alright, now that we've got that automated, and this should have stopped. So let's flip you over to... nothing. We're gonna flip you over to nothing. Actually, that'll never stop. Let's just take the logic off. Shut you off for now. The other thing I was gonna make. New factory. Explorer, floating above Gleb. Really want to build a separate science base here, just to keep it going. So how's Navis going? Well enough. I mean, it seems like every time I close and reload the game, everything respawns, which is not ideal. But now that I've got robots everywhere, that's pretty open. What was I looking for? Pulse? expand that outpost. Those are doing well. Kills, 6 kills. I should have done something here. It gets attacked every once in a while, I suppose. But it's not really producing a whole lot. This, on the other hand, repeated attacks. I'm surprised they're not attacking. I almost can't wait to see how effective that's gonna be. Actually, you know what? Can I do this? Huh. No! It's okay. That'll take some getting used to. It's fine. Oh, I gotta make sure the collab rocket's doing its thing. Rocket inventory. Our fulgora. Just go. The faster we get that over, the better. Actually, one more thing I need to check on because... yeah, that's gonna fill up. It's fine. Also, give me that. Let's see, what are you capable of doing? Making more of the same thing. Making the electrolyte, we need that. Supercapacitors, superconductors. Is that all you can do? Let's slap you up here really quick and say... Actually, how about here? We'll make the liquid, which takes stone. Which means I need another one of the cluster chests. Request. Rocks. 50 and up. Okay. Heavy oil. This is gonna need to be piped in kind of weird. Or I could move my whole setup. Right? Later. I use all my regular pipes for that. That's... yeah, that's the right stuff. Because blue, that means it's water, right? Pipe it into one of these for now. Now what? Why are we clogged? Okay, fine, I guess. Stayed here. Okay. You've got too much scrap coming down the line now. Guess it's time for more, oh. Put these guys in there. Have fun. Let's build more recyclers. Let's steal. Not that I think that's going to help with how backed up all of these are, but... actually, I can do this. Why is that not working? Solid fuel stuck in the line. Nightmare. Just gonna stop everything. Shut this one down temporarily. Just gonna stuff my inventory. Ooh, I wonder. I am loving it here, yeah. Passive provider chest? Is that gonna... overload stuff? system too much. Not being able to filter some of that stuff out. We've got so much garbage. Hey, we have this liquid stuff now. Slowing you down. Probably the amount of this, right? Yeah. That tracks. Which is fueled by this stuff, which is not being transferred over. Why are you disabled? Oh. Active? Passive, okay. But, will they cram it into random boxes? So I have to set filters on every single one? Yeah, they're just going into random boxes. Nope. That's how I have my filters. Move this and then expand it too. So they'll prioritize the filters, but once they're full, I go back to having the same problem. There it is. Hey, bigger storage. Throw which bit away. I do have, once it's full, it does cycle back through the recycler. So eventually it does get turned into trash and disappear. But it just wasn't happening fast enough because something got blocked out. Yeah, too much scrap is what messed me up. It's like, now that this is full, it just keeps cycling through until it disappears. So eventually it does get recycled and put down. Landfill. Oh yeah, I was trying to see if I could build on the oil and I cannot. Hold off on that. Put the blueprints away. I think we can get rid of you. Yeah, too much scrap flow at one time was my problem. I want to rebuild that. So what's next then? I've got my... Recycling time is based on item crafting time. That makes sense. So, what is my next move? Let's look at capacitor thingy. Superconductor. I need 2 of those. Copper plastic plates and light oil. Oh, boo. Okay. Leave that alone. A whole oil processing plant now. Let's see. Other chemistry. Let's do... We'll move this. Destroy all of it. Put that there. Maybe. Where'd they go? Construction robots. Green circuits. $200's a bit much, but it'll do. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. It looks neater. Maybe. Construction down. You will blueprint that so I don't have to copy everything. Slap that there. Deconstruct this. Light oil from heavy. Didn't you just... you people are monsters. Missing the... There's my fighter chest. Where'd the other one go? Nightmare robots. Still love them though. Okay, that should be... No, you also need water. makes sense. We'll eventually organize this better as well, but that's for later. Talking about I can't totally reach that. Right there anyway. Here. That's facing the wrong way too. Scrap back. Who? End up with missing a pipe. Right. How about we also do... I need to flush the pipe. Flush it. Connect it. There we go. There's our light oil, there's our lube. Requesting engines too? Yeah, but we don't have any. How are you guys getting over here? Pipes. You have pipes. That's facing the wrong way. No, this should be requesting pipes. Simple mistakes. There, all the materials on the top, all the products on the bottom. We need more of these. Request. Divider. Blue arms. Is it 150 of those plates per one? And then it's steel. Blue circuits. And refined concrete. What's stopping you? back. More logic robots. Oh, construction. To this, so you're only using so much at a time. That makes sense. Door empty. I'm gonna run out of scrap on this island soon. Oh, we needed the light oil for something. Superconductors. Copper, plastic, and aluminum plates. No, I don't want that. I want more. So many more of these. Copper, plastic. And those plates. Need to up the production of those plates soon. Just keep 20 in here. And output you into here. Superconductors. Oh, I can chain them together too. That's good to know. That's the next one. You need the other stuff. Damaged and repaired. Get out of here. Quest. Just a basic setup. This crap over here too. Clean you up. How do I make that bigger? Number pad. Okay. Beautiful. to do it up there, but here we are. Press like 10 at a time or 20. Robots. Where's our power doing? Not even touching it. Pipes. It's gonna immediately be in the way if I go that way. That's fine. We'll sort it out later. You need batteries, green. The new, say 2 at a time. We're not even producing them. Why not? Use light oil, which you have. No, you don't. You moved biospace. You. Alright, fine. Oil. Plastic? Are you just not hauling plastic? Because I don't have it the right kind of chest. That makes sense. Got green batteries. Got plenty of plates, they're just moving slow. Once we have those, we'll unlock our next bit of science. Speaking of science, Lem, you have 600 this time, and you are above. Look at that. Launch it. Got 600 rotten in here. Almost. How about go to Navis instead? Do I really need rocket fuel productivity? I really want that and that. That unlocks the next planet. Well, kinda. I guess it's time to... Come on, deliver the stuff. No, I'm not requesting it. You. About 100? Top messages. All messages. Beautiful. Here's our next bit of research. Do I make it with this? Yep. That's a lot to go into it. Another by itself factory with a request. And a provider. For those things. Plates and batteries. 200's fine. 100 plates. Input. Output. Nice and neat. So many more robots to haul in here. Power still holding steady. I guess our next one is going to be producing the science. Here, cram everything together. I've got this. We need to get that down further. Oh, but that's in the way. It'll buff. You. I can put it on the far side anyway. That's a problem. Not anymore. Perfect. That like that. The materials you need. Fluids that you need. Quest. Becoming more aggressive. No, it's within the build range. That's fine. Repair it. Look at power. And somebody along the line should be bringing. Yes, a laser. It still looks like there's stuff under it. Oh, it just doesn't have power. Duh. That's what that symbol means. Superconductor. Let's go 10 at a time? I don't know. And what was the other one? The accumulators that I'm building. Go ahead and cram in the 40 that we already have. Now we need an output. something that doesn't spoil. I was worried for a moment. Alright, so now that that's done, in probably the most cramped, sloppiest way I can imagine, we need rockets. That should be pretty easy. So I think I need to fix this. Copy this. Slam it down right there. We need the fighter chest. Throw those down. Start moving stuff over bit by bit. Ugh. Then I'll have to fix this mess too. What were you supposed to be? Green circuits? Oops. It's fine though. I have to. While they're doing that, I need to create wow. Guess that makes sense. We'll take all the steel too. Where'd you go? Oh, I can't find my robots. Oh, they just straight out of my own backpack. That makes sense. Cancel that and make some of these to get that moving. 300. I don't know. I'm gonna craft 300 gears. I have so many already. Oh, 37. Fine. That's fine. Put something down that I can actually... copper wire? I don't have any copper wire on me. I have ice on me though. And none of that. Snatching it right out of my inventory. My gearbox set up yet? No. It's monsters. Where are you going? Yeah, that makes sense. But how about no? Gears. Filter, only gears. Come on. Sorry, I gotta reset this. All of it. Only copper wire. I think I have to reset all of these. I should have solid fuel, which I don't think I actually need. Bricks. There's no steel box here yet. Filter, concrete. Batteries, right? No, that's my blue. Flatlined it again. Your steel, have that. Have your filter. You don't. That's kind of the one I needed. Red and blue circuits. Nope. Filter green. Filter red. Blue. Oh, no. Rocks. Where are my rocks going? Way down here, right? They have the wrong box. This is rocks. This one's ice. Concrete. Bricks. I'll fix that soon. That's my dumping chest. I should not go in here. This is a copper plate, which I have none of. Cool. Batteries. Batteries. There you are. Perfect. Ish. That. Look at all those gears. Good lord, look at all those gears. These plants assembler recipe. Would they be cheaper on them, or just around all around faster? Bonus product. Ugh, tongue twisted. For dumping my trash. Yes, I could eventually rebuild that. So that I could... faster and bonus products would be great. Let's... what do I need? A bunch of gears and... I have gears. So many gears. Said the accumulators. for sure. You can move that setup. I can't remake the engines over here, can I? No, just the modules? As if I actually need to make blue circuits either. I'll move my factory over here in a little bit too. Can we? I'm gonna need to set up something to make belts, because this is not doing it for me. Back up already. But it's not full. Which is why we're piping it back around and around again. Ugh. We're stopping this briefly. And hopefully that'll take care of some of the garbage. You shouldn't be in there. You shouldn't be in there. You can use them on Navis? That'll be helpful. Redo this. I need ice for you. Rocks and the new stuff, this stuff for you. Quest ice. If I double up on my sorter, so that they're grabbing both spots. It'll double my storage space too. You don't need to be there. Looks like you're all processed. Gears are gonna be killer. Almost there. Dump chest. How about all the rocks, all of that? Might as well throw those in there. This will go into a passive provider now. produce even more garbage. Actually, I need to slow it down a little bit. Let's do it like this. No, not quite like that. A half belt should be... Nope, that's still a full belt. Empty. Yeah, good enough. I didn't think biochambers could be used on Navis. Oh, come on. God. I don't like this. I do not like it at all. That's not cool. I need more arms anyway. Plates that I needed. Green circuits. I have some of those. Three more. Copper plates. How about do this with solid fuel? I don't think we need a lot of that. That needs to go the other direction, please. I have so many recyclers too. Use an output. Well, let's face it the right way. Let's shorten this up. What else can we just get rid of like that? Probably rocks, right? System though, right? Didn't I say rocks? Long arm, I don't care. I briefly looked just to figure out how to get started, especially from a naked start. Solid fuel. But as soon as solid fuel hits this, it's going to back up again. I'm hoping it doesn't too often, but I think with the rocks and the solid fuel being chucked onto infinite death loops, we should be fine until we overstock on iron plates. Yes, we do need rocks, but I have a lot of rocks already in storage. But that does make more rocks clogging us up. What can I get rid of then? If we just switch that off of rocks, then ice? Yeah, but we still have an overflow at the moment. We'll get to it later. I have to focus on elevated rails before I'm out of scrap. And on top of that, I also need that. Elevated rails and automated belts. I'm already making the concrete for it. I need remove that. Put it over here. Request. Passive providers. That's batteries and iron, right? What was the other thing I was going to of these. Steel, concrete. What else? Plates and circuits. Might eventually need to start making batteries. Maybe I could leave that there. Over here. Use these to make elevated rail support? Rails. Okay. Make rails. Need stone, steel, and iron sticks. I don't think I have a lot of iron sticks. I actually have none. Where are those supposed to be coming from? So if I do... I don't need too many ramps. This. Shift. That's requesting 317 rails? Good lord. That does not need that much. Rocks. Another one for this. Do I have any more of those? No. I don't know why I'm trying to be that fancy. My fan okay? It's getting a little warm down there. I don't need a lot right away, so... Oh, why is that stopped? Has it stopped? It has not. Yes, it has. Logic. Enable, disable when we have... I don't know. 100? I think we'll need ramps, what? 2 per island. I'm not going to that one, I'm going to the one up north. Is there logic you to say only 4? At a time? Nah, we'll go 10. 10. And we'll just let you run. No, it is getting close to time for me to stop and let my fan cool down at the same time, so we've got that set up. I just need to remember where we were getting the rods from. Down to the last patch now. Start getting set up. Able to disable the bot network itself. Sounds like a lot more nonsense I have to learn. Which I know shouldn't be that difficult. Starting to stock up. What part of the garbage? Two open at a time. No, it's definitely not ice. It's definitely not you. Probably not you either. I don't think we get... I think we were picking up the rods from scrap, weren't we? I have to set up another factory. to the logistic network, circuit network. See it. Nope, I don't want rods, I need plates. Turned into rods, and then they will disable what we have. I feel like I'm already doing this wrong. Enable if we have less than 200. That's not right. So will that read every single box, or I can take this entire section off and double down on something. I also need to just take that off as well. We don't need this branch or the iron rod branch. We'll keep that there though. These aren't coming here anymore. There's that mess. So I should take care of that. Our next one is rockets, right? Keep getting distracted. Where you should be at, collaborate. Yeah, that would be a huge help. And it does essentially the same thing though, right? Just without wires. I could speed this process up quite a bit. Need this here. Start cleaning up my inventory. Shut that off by turning it. And everything else goes in system. Somewhere. Hold those. There's a faster way to do that too. Duh, there's a faster way. Here, have this. have a dump chest for that. You can hold those. I think we've just about got this planet figured out, though. I do want to start auto-processing the belts and stuff. I don't think I need to upgrade to blue belts, though. So, expansion. Logistics network. Manage, enable, and disable what we have. Accumulators. We have way too many. Disable by controller behavior. You are just going to keep processing until we have all of them. Wait, rocket silo automation? On which planet? So on Gleb, I just belt feed everything in. And my problem here... oh, for sure. Having like 90% of the resources just out of scrap. Is there a way to set up your rocket to launch even when it's not full? I've been struggling with that for a while. Like, once the request comes in, as long as it has the set number, it's still not launching because at 200 it's only like here. And I'm not processing enough by itself. Because I've only got the one set up so far. No, it's not. I was hopeful. I was briefly hopeful. But yeah, this is just belt fed here. It's supposed to be split half and half. I had this working for a while, but it's sustaining at the very least, which is good because I'm stuck on fulgora for now. And over here, I think it's also belt fed. Well, the rocket fuel's not, because that's coming from way over. Oops. The rocket fuel's coming from way over here. But otherwise, it's finally automated my green ammo. Let's think about automating this whole, or turning it all into robots. There's my green science finally coming in. Not green, yeah, it's still green. It's ag science. So I need to seriously up my production of science over here. Past that, I just set to automatic requests. Yeah, I need to up my agricultural science production then by a lot. Oh, if I was going to go that way, I'll need to move all of those. Move the power grid completely over here, or if I could shoot the train up that way, I'll need enough space to turn it around as well. Problem for another day. Thanks for the tips, and thanks for watching. Definitely thanks for returning so often to give me those tips. Those have been incredibly helpful. And I will see you all on Wednesday?